Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Road to Rank 1. Let me start by playing against a nameless barcode Zerg, who I believe to be elazer. I'd be very surprised if it's someone else. There's only one man on an account like this that's around my MMR, so we're gonna see the MMR at the end, but I'm 90% sure it's going to be elazer. We started by blocking his natural. Well, hopefully. Yes, we started by blocking his natural. We're gonna pretend like we want to block the other one as well. Then we go back here. So maybe we forced another drone to come down. Well, tricked him into sending another drone down. Something fun you can do. If you're a bit faster, you can really go all the way with him and you can really try to get the drone down there. Alright, let's have a look at this game then. So, I'm gonna be playing Oracle, but I'm gonna be doing it with a slight trick. So I'm gonna be starting with just the Nexus before core. And we're gonna follow it up with straight warp gate into very fast Oracle. Now the reason I play this is because I want my opponent to believe that I'm going to be doing some type of glaive adept opener. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be getting a very fast stalker and a straight oracle and hopefully get a good lead through that. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now he has the gold taken, so you gotta be a bit careful of any kind of shenanigans with that gold base. No, I accidentally chrono boosted that. That was non-intended. Now he's gonna be really confused at least. Goal achieved. So we're getting a zealot, but just temporarily. This is a temporary zealot. And then we cancel it, but it doesn't look like we canceled something there, which is important. I'm thinking, what do I want? I'm thinking of actually chrono boosting my cybercore one more time, just to really mess with him. A little late on that gateway, it's okay. So we get one of these, get a third pylon, and we start trying to look for a second overlord, if he is getting that. He's gonna be real confused, I think.
Research complete.
We're a little bit slow. We're gonna save up 2 of these. And we're warping in 2 adepts as well. Ooh, look at that bird. That's a free bird. Let's see if he has a spore here. That's what I thought. What the hell? I don't have any gas left over for an immortal. That's generally not that great when you're trying to make a defense of what seems to be an all-in. Like he was still building roaches, honestly. And ironically still building roaches, no? Gonna see what he's building now. It's very important for us to figure out. Okay, it is gonna be drones actually. Oh wow. I hadn't expected that. I hadn't anticipated for that. I think we're in a really good spot though. And I think these are not real drones. I know these drones are real, but I think it's part of a bigger trick to make me believe he's playing macro and then he's still gonna all in me. That sounds very paranoid. I do sound very paranoid, but I swear I'm not. I say this all based on good information, just hidden to you guys by the mainstream media. I'm still very afraid. I knew it. Didn't I say this was gonna happen? I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Maybe lock him in here. I think we can lock him in here. This was bad, but honestly, that was a big investment by him, you know? That was a lot of links. I think he's gonna be going into something different now as well. I shouldn't be out on the map. I have no clue what he's doing. But I'm really afraid. Oh, is it gonna be... It might be swarm host. It might just be swarm host.
Upgrade complete.
But if it's swarm host, why does he have so many links with +1? There's so many questions. This whole game doesn't make any sense to me. This map is very difficult for Tosta. It's Idras. It's fake. I know it's fake. I'm not quite sure what I want to be doing at this point. Like, do I want to expand? Like, this map for me feels really difficult. So we see there's a bunch of units coming out now. I have +2 on the way. Well, that's not quite gonna work, I guess. Kinda wanna get a tag on his main army. Still on layer attack. It's pretty cool.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, what the hell? He still actually had stuff there. Okay, we lost. Yeah, this map feels really difficult. We had a lot of money, but usually you want to be spending like 1.2k on your outside bases for cannons and stuff like that. I just didn't know what to spend my money on because it feels so rough to take this map or to take these bases. And he has so much creep. We had a lot of cash though. So did he. Both of us were floating a lot this game. Not very tightly played as well. I was super afraid. I just had no clue what to do. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna veto this map. We were in a good spot, I think, initially. I think we had good supply and everything. We had decent upgrades. I don't know why we were so far behind. I think the gold doesn't help us, but... I mean... We killed, what, 8 workers and we forced... Well, he got tricked into building a lot of units. In any other game, I think this is really good for us. But because of the gold, it's a little less useful. Because him being down in workers actually still gives him the same income. Then this fight was really bad for me. And he still has 70 workers, so once this finishes, he can just go up to 83, 82 workers. He's gonna be in fine spot. Yeah, he's floating a lot of money again. Wow. I was wondering where all of his money was going, but I guess it was just going straight into the bank. Into a supply block. Huh. Yeah, very difficult. I'm not quite sure. I think this map might just be better off as a veto, rather than me getting frustrated playing it. So we'll do that, and we'll search our next game. Seems like we've got him again. This time on Zen. Probably one of the more TOS favorite maps. Let's hope we manage to do well this time. Or at least better than last game. So we're opening up with straight pylon in the natural, just a 14 pylon. And then we'll go gas first. And we hope that he isn't early pooling us. Wait, I said we were not gonna scout. Oops. Let's just send it back home. It's better to realize your mistake and undo it than continue after you discovered you made a mistake. So now this probe will just be left down here to build our nexus instead. Then it can go back up after it builds the core as well. We're never gonna scout with it. So slightly costly. Probably cost me around 20 to 30 minerals, that little detour. Which is a little bit silly by me. Not completely focused. But the weather's hot. I haven't had a cup of coffee yet today. And it's only 4 PM, so I already have my excuses prepared, don't you guys worry. Pylon. So we're not gonna go for a trick, we're just gonna play straight up double oracle build here. Perhaps a triple oracle build. Depending how we feel in this game, but honestly I'm feeling like double oracle. They're actually... Oh, I have a... We could also be playing single oracle. I have a build that I used to play back in my day. We see him go in immediately, so we're just gonna chronoboot out our stalker. I don't care if he sees my... my Stargate. I just want to get this overlord for free, basically. Yeah, that's all I really care about at this point. We can kind of boost this out as well. Get a warp gate, and then if we micro this, even just slightly, we should just be able to get it. Now, there's a build that I used to play in late 2018, I want to say. As we are dealing with a single link annoying us. One of the scouting links, of course, very common. Now this build is very greedy. It only gets us a single oracle, which means it's actually really bad against Roach Queen pushes. But on this map, unless he takes this base, Roach Queen pushes are not that common. Now, we take a very fast third base with it. We're supposed to have a second gate, there we go. A single Oracle. And a very, very fast third. And then as a follow-up, okay, so there's two follow-ups. First I'm gonna check if he took this base or not. If he has this base, we're gonna follow it up with a fast robo. He doesn't have that base, okay. Now the ultimate greed comes into play. We're gonna play Forged Twilight. Forged Twilight off of a single Oracle. Well, I hear you guys think, well, what's so greedy about that? This is how I play every game. Well, that might be fine, but I won't have any Immortals in case there's Roaches. I won't have a second Oracle to defend my third against a lot of the pressures that Zerg can throw at you. So what we're doing here is something... I'm basically baiting him into building Roaches. I build a single Oracle, which makes him believe that I am going Glaive Adept, because single Oracle kind of indicates Glaive Adept. And then I'm not getting a Robo. So I'm forcing Roaches, but I hope he doesn't all in with those Roaches. Now, if you don't think that's risky, then I honestly hope you don't work for my bank. Instead of dealing with the problem that was handed to him with Roaches, he decided to build a bunch of Lynx. Which is also an interesting approach. He is getting a Roach Warren. This is a late reactionary Roach Warren though. So I'm believing he is gonna Nidus me. Another Bald call by me. Bolt? Bald. No, Bald is without hair. Another Bold call by me. Yeah. This call does have some hair. So we're getting some defense, as I'm truly believing right now that we are gonna get Roach all in. Now I see a Baneling Nest, so perhaps not a Roach all in after all. We had very fast gases here. Usually you start your gases at 6 minutes. See, our gases are done before his started. That is not normal. If you do that, then you are a greedy prick. Very, very greedy. And I do not appreciate that, my friend. Hydra then. Anything no use to sit down and ride me. Well, if you don't know by now. Anything no use to sit down and ride me. You will never do it somehow. When you used to grows at the break of dawn. No, 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 and I'll be gone.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. What the hell are these guys doing? I found a hell of a supply block here as well, which I absolutely adore. I think I'm a big fan of this supply block by myself. I think we saw something here, no? I don't know. There's no good way to hide my stuff on this map. So we play this very greedy. We managed to survive, so you might be thinking, well, that puts us in a good position. That's not necessarily true, because he also by definition plays very greedy. That's just how he is. I should have a Templar over here, if I recall correctly.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You see that? I saw him move back on the map, and I decided to undo my warp in. High level plays here by the Koning. It's my last name. You guys don't wonder, hey, who is that guy? It's a me. Not Mario, but the Koning. Okay, I'll edit out the lame jokes, I'm sorry. Actually, God knows I'll be too lazy to do that. The lame jokes are staying in, boys. They're staying! What is this? Honestly, what the hell is this? He just wasted how many banelings? How many banelings actually was that?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, what the hell am I doing?
Is under attack.
Talking about wasting units. What the hell? Why is my army so small? Okay, that helps.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, we've seen that there's corruptors right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up 2 run-bys. One we pretend like we have an observer. The other... Well, this went a lot better than I thought it would. It still went pretty crap.
Mineral feed. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
What the hell?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Happened over here, fellas?
Mineral feed.
Felt like we were owning this game. Probably weren't quite owning as hard as I thought we
Mineral feed.
were.
Your warriors have
Get some of these. We're getting some.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Base is under attack.
No.
Your warriors have
Aye, aye,
engaged
aye.
the enemy.
We got completely distracted. We played really greedy. We got away with everything. But in the fight, we had absolutely no chance. So I think we might have mismicroed there a little bit.
Your warriors have engaged. Base is under attack.
No, there's no use playing this. I'm only 53 workers, I can't even max out. It's too much. Man, I got completely destroyed again. What the hell? I think it's about 7k MMR, or maybe 6,950 or something like that. I'm only losing very little points. Let's take a look at the fight again, because that's where it really went wrong. I must have made some massive errors in how I fought every... Okay, so we still have some army here, we have some army here. I didn't have complete good vision of his army movement, that much was clear. Because I did get kind of surprised from the back, but he has 8 corruptors, so that's 16 supply that he's not using. I have 6 supply that I'm not using, right? Is that it? Yeah, just 6. 6 supply that is kind of useless at this point. So the problem... Okay, he also has some over here, so he has another 10... what's it? Maybe 4 or 5 supply. So it's about 30 supply that he's not using, but this army did not hit at the same time as I was fighting with my main army. So what happens is we get one fight where, well, what's this? This is 12 zealots, 24, 1 archon here, 4 zealots here. So I have about, there's also 4 stalkers here and 4 zealots in here. So I'm missing about 40, 50 army supply in the main army. He's missing about 30, 40 army supply in the main army, but my army just scales better. Majority of the time, like more Archons here is a lot better than him having more Banes, because the Banes usually do die against Storms or they melt into Archons. So I think the way we fought this honestly was quite good. Like we got all of our Storms off, like the Banelings exploding, like that's gonna happen anyway, like who cares? I got literally every single Storm off. The problem was that I didn't really have anything as a follow-up, which was the real issue. Like I didn't have more Archons, more Zealots, and these were here. They should have been hitting here already. That would have helped, obviously, but they weren't. So now what happens is, while he's lost part of his army, he's gonna be able to clear this. My main army is disappeared. If those two things happen at the same time, I might not have a brilliant fight, but resource lost, this was an okay fight. The problem was just that then afterwards he gets this army for basically free, because it wasn't with my main army, and it wasn't hitting at the same time. So I don't get any eco damage. I moved too far with this in, and now I'm down about 1k, and I didn't clear any creep earlier. I don't have any storms available. Like I have a couple, but I sent one guy back here, which probably was a mistake. But I was afraid of him blasting that. And then, I mean, he just remaxes a bit faster, of course, on units that can do damage. He gets 40 Banes, and I have a bunch of Templars that don't do anything. So my unit, like my supply might be good, but I mean, 19 Zealots can't really fight against Banelings. And I only have 2 storms in this army. There's 2 more storms here. So yeah, those really were my main errors. So not the brightest. Also not moving out with an observer or having vision on this army obviously was a mistake. So I hope that sheds some light on why we lost these games. To myself as well, of course. We had a very good start, don't get me wrong. Like I think if we look at the early worker tab, we were very even with a Zerg, which is not really a thing. Usually Zerg is up like 10, 12 workers. So being very even is quite nice. He built a decent amount of links early on, I think. Because he was afraid. Should be somewhere around here. I guess he didn't build that many. Actually surprised by that. I thought I saw like 16, 17 links. But yeah. Just one of those days, always. One of those days where we don't gain any MMR. We just drop down a little bit. And we're at 6, 8, 16 now. The barcode Zerg has managed to take us down. But we'll get him next time. I can assure you that. We'll go back to practicing. I'm doing another episode of Road to Rank 1 tomorrow. So you can see, you know, the continuation of this immediately. Thanks everyone for watching. Much appreciated. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a like, thumbs up, comment down below if you want to complain about how imbalanced Zerg was. And how broken and how well I played. But still the Zerg won. Then just don't do that. I don't need the pity. Yeah, just, you know, we saw our mistakes, we analyzed them, and we continue with our day. That's the way it should be. That's the way we do it. So thank you very much for watching, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.